stream.
Heading off into the sunset.
19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Able to push his way through, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Dave 10 Eagle. It's been a while. What's going on, man?
See what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Yeah.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson.
I'm gonna try to do the Eagles some justice, man. I just picked a random game from the preseason schedule this week.
Controls in his second season now out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year.
I know everyone's not getting Madden 22 for PS5, so we'll just show some PS4 gameplay.
Audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
So all for a read option.
Now here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. Space to run past the 20.
Hey, let me get in there.
Yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good.
You never know, man. They might have a surprise season this year.
It's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Sanders.
Get in there.
Touchdown.
I definitely want to see how Jalen Hurts is going to play this season.
2 yards out, and the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
I was kind of surprised to see how he played his rookie year. I actually thought he was going to struggle a little bit, but he played pretty decent, to be honest.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there.
Pretty sure this is going to be stick.
To rebound from the early interception and then the 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But
You think he's going to be the long-term answer for you guys, or
in that situation,
you think that they're going to try to look elsewhere?
On 1st down, it's Samuels. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big.
Hopefully he has a pretty decent season this year, enough for him to get a fair shake at least.
And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield.
Yo, viewer number 3, welcome to the stream. Thank you for checking me out.
Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again.
Austin, do you like him, or how's like the fan base think? What do they think about him?
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
It is smoother than Madden. It feels a lot like Madden 21. Obviously, it's smoother than Madden 21. Like the gameplay feels smoother, but the game also feels a little bit slower too. So it's alright. It's okay. It's kind of what I expected from you know, a year-to-year implementation, especially when it's just the last generation of consoles. But it's not bad. It's okay.
A first throw for the backup Haskins. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Again, here's Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. Not much there, only
to me, it feels a lot like how Madden 21 did when it was out during this time last year. Like, I feel like the game throughout the season it changed a lot, like in terms of the player movement and stuff.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
But in terms of like the AI and stuff and how that plays, it feels very similar.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down.
Yeah.
This is intercepted. Darius Slade the pick. Big turnover here as his guys will get the football back. So that.
This still is one of the things I just never understood about Madden and its preseason. Why is Slay still out here when he's a starter? I just never understood that. Like, I feel like the way that they do the preseason and stuff is not good. Like, especially when you have like other cornerbacks too. Like all these guys. I just never understood that.
2 consecutive drives that have ended in interception.
I always feel like the way that they
he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that. That maybe he's
do like the backups for the preseason is all wrong, and it's been like that for years. Especially with NCAA when they had like the mass sub stuff. I don't know why that was never implemented into Madden. So your starting players don't continue to play throughout the game. And I know it's something that's small, but definitely would hope one day that they fix that. Bills? I don't know. I think we're gonna have a similar season to last year. Like I don't see why our team wouldn't have another successful year this year. You know, obviously hearing everyone stay healthy and stuff, but I think that's going to be a good season for us this year. I mean, the whole division has gotten better, so I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk like it was last year, but I still think that we should be able to handle every team in the division without a doubt. We'll see how Josh Allen progresses, because it's really going to be dependent on him. If he can progress and, you know, make the plays that he has to make, especially just getting paid and stuff, yeah, we'll definitely have a good season. I think the defense will be fine, but it's all gonna. I think it's gonna all really be dependent on how Josh Allen plays and how he progresses this season. Got a couple minutes. minutes, try to get in the end
Throwing
zone.
again on second down. Flacco got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
But to be honest, I don't know how, you know, if they're gonna fare against the top teams in the AFC, like Kansas City and stuff. I don't know if we'll be good enough to overtake them. We'll see though. But it's real, like again, I think it's all going to be dependent on how Josh Allen plays.
Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism.
And he is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's crazy. The year before he got Stephon Diggs, I was having a conversation with my brother, and I was like, if he gets the #1 receiver, like he's definitely going to, they're definitely going to see how good he really is. Because before that, like the players that he was throwing to, I mean, John Brown is a good receiver, but he's not a #1 receiver. Same thing with was Cole Beasley there? I think Cole Beasley was there that year. Like neither of those players are like #1 guys. I knew that he needed that #1 guy for him to really be able to showcase his talent. Like he has such a big arm, and it was like an accuracy thing. So I know if he was able to get either some speed offensively, or if he's able to get a #1 guy, we were definitely going to see like everything that he was capable of doing, and we saw it last year. And I don't see why there would be a drop off from last year to this year. Especially if we get a run game going, yeah, we'll definitely see the offense open up, because a lot of it they just threw the ball every single play, which they were able to do last year. But if they're able to, you know, get some kind of run game going, yeah, I think we definitely can have one of the top offenses in the league for sure.
18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 30 on second down, Haskins, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Haskins. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
All right.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, it's Haskins.
What the?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime in our
If I can go back to that last play.
As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much.
Boy, pass all this
No
stuff.
football for 6 months already.
Look at this. You know, there's always going to be some Madden stuff in here. Like, what?
We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3.
The halftime stuff really hasn't changed at all. Just new overlay.
As we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
It definitely moves a lot better than 21.
This is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
I feel like a lot of the things that
And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll take
A lot of things I see in 22, I feel like could have been implemented in 21. One thing I will commend him on is the sim stats for the franchise are a lot better. Like, for whatever reason, the scrambling quarterbacks did not run and stuff, so that was fixed. And you're seeing them, you know, put up viable yards and stuff like that. I haven't really like dove deep to see like how everything plays out, but that was one thing I wanted to check out for sure. Because for whatever reason, Madden has really struggled with that. The sim stats.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. This will be taken in by Hightower.
And I don't know if people even care about the sim stats, but I still wanted to, you know, talk about it. Another thing I noticed is the fatigue is a lot different. It seems like it's a lot more realistic. One thing I know that they're going to switch for sure is the running back. I felt like a lot of the running backs fall forward.
I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
I don't know if it's because of like the size of the player, but yeah, I definitely noticed that as well. Even in like the first couple of games I played.
They try the left side with Johnson, and he'll get
as you see, you just always see these guys falling forward.
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change.
Keep it conservative.
Now coming up on the drive, 3rd and 5.
As long as we don't lose yards, he'll be okay.
He's going to have the hook up to Scott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by Elliott is good. And a leading row, it's now 17-0.
It's I've purchased EA Play for a month for $5, and it's just a trial. You get 10 hours for if you purchase EA Play. But it's not. If you do decide to purchase EA Play, you have to go to the store to get it. It's not in EA Play. So after you purchase EA Play, go to Madden 25 in the store and you'll see it in there.
And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Haskins.
Middle's wide open.
He'll drop it underneath here to Snell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd.
Stuff like this. So I'm talking about players always falling forward. Like clearly he has them stood up to where he shouldn't go forward, and I should just be able to clean him up, but because of animation it pulls him forward. Like obviously stuff like this wouldn't happen. So I don't know if they're going to clean it up, but hopefully they do. But that's always been a problem in Madden, well at least for like PS3 and PS4 Madden. It always seemed like the offense always got the advantage.
1st down pickup of 8. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
They got some new animations, which is cool to see.
On 1st down,
They didn't completely abandon the game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
that are in Madden 22 next gen are in here. Over that's me. That's a touchdown.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown.
They still did some stuff to the franchise mode, like it's not. It's pretty much like the same thing, but they added in like the coaching staffs and stuff like that. Again, I haven't really dove into it. I just brief look at it.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
It seemed like the cutscenes from last year were cut down a lot. I feel like there was like a lot of cutscenes last year because that was like the first year of them like bringing them back into the game. You don't really see them nearly as much.
Now a 10-point game, so things
At least
tightening a little bit.
I haven't
after
seen them
that
really
last
as much.
score. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
Even if it is my player, like this is definitely something that I don't know. Hopefully they do. Like fix this.
With more preseason football on EA Sports from the 34.
And this is just like a mid-tier running back. I can only imagine if you have like a Derrick Henry or somebody, or Nick Chubb. Like I don't see how they wouldn't fall forward like every single play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far.
Looks like
This is
cover 2,
third and 8. Setting up to throw Flacco. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Tackling's a lot better. Forgot to mention that. And you really don't see as many two-man animations like that. I know that was something that they mentioned for next gen as well. That carried over to this too.
Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 2.
All right, just as long as we can hold them up. Have them use some clock.
Running left with Snell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
CPU offense is about to go on a little tear here. We're going to slow them down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here.
We want him to throw it short, and he makes a play.
55 yards. And the
Just like that.
Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play?
Yes, you could play online. I've played an online game already. It's the full version of the game. It's just the trial version. Like, so it's the full game. Obviously, not that many people are playing online, but yeah, you can play online though.
The situation, you got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the end route is
You have to
really nice
get it through
receiver and almost on a direct shot, be able to throw the ball
EA
to the
Play.
field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So if you purchase EA Play for a month, obviously, I would assume this is the only game that you would probably want to play from there. But you purchase EA Play for a month, and you have to go into your Play Store. I know this is for the PS4. You go into the PlayStation Store and you download the trial from there.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alright, that was huge, boys. We're not going to give them another chance knowing how this, how Madden goes.
With 1:57 to go in the ball game.
So I'm not sure what you're asking, but if you buy EA Play for a month, or if you want to purchase the 12-month subscription, you'll get 10 hours of Madden 22. So you get the full version for 10 hours. But you have to go into the Play Store or the PlayStation Store to download the trial. It's not going to be on EA Play.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first.
That's it. No, you don't have to pre-order it. No, you don't have to pre-order the game now.
Try the right side. Oh no, they lost the football.
This is why you just kneel the ball out, guys.
You know, this is the regular season, partner. We'll be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
We're in the clock there, so we don't have the right defense on the field.
Timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's correct, yeah.
And let your offense catch its breath and let's us exhale.
Go to you purchase EA Play, go to the PlayStation Store, and you'll see the trial will be unlocked. There's no overtime, so I don't know why they don't go for the win.
Use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
It's 15 seconds to try to score.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity
no problem,
in the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Let's see what we can dial up to see if I can get in the field goal range.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime.
Looks like we're gonna end in
We'll see if they do just that.
tie. These Hail Marys usually do not work, even though Joe Flacco should have the arm for this.
Now Flacco. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good.
So you see a lot of this. All this is the same, it's just a different overlay for Madden 22.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
We'll play one more game. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second so I don't get caught with the copyright, and then
Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell you, did you come through as field goal?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys, got the mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot.
alright, I'm back. We'll play this game and I'll wrap it up after this.
It's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
And if y'all have any questions about Madden 22 for PS4, Xbox One, definitely drop them in the comment section. I'll do my best to try to answer them.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough,
it's going to be fixed, hopefully.
It was kind of a mixed bag because he certainly showed flashes of his former self, especially when he carried the football. But there were also some stretches where, quite frankly, he was ineffective throwing it. But the Patriots and Cam both believe that with a full off-season program and a return to health, he can reclaim his position as one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. And because of that belief, the Patriots added some pieces around him in order to give him a better chance.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Newton now to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this
I'm going to play this one a little different. We'll allow my AI players to do
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense about ready to go to work. And at quarterback in his 17th season now in the NFL, piloting his 9th different franchise, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He's one of those guys that's been around the block a few times in the NFL, and at this stage in his career, when he lacks in big playability, he more than makes it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Blowing that play up.
hopefully some stuff like this is cleaned up for next gen. I know this was an issue last year. Like, depending on what your quarterback's traits are on, like, they'll like do stuff like this. Like clearly he could have threw it away, tucked the ball down and ran, but they just hold the ball forever because they don't want to force a pass or
some hot water now after that sack. It's
they,
2nd and 20.
for whatever reason, don't want to throw it away either.
Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick and a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get in the football.
Cover 2
he can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski.
All right, let's get some offense going.
Return of 6, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive, and on the first drive, 3 and out.
It's one of my favorite plays.
These are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The read option is a lot more realistic. Like, I feel like last year, the defense was really dumb to the read option. Like, but I feel like the rest of the defense doesn't play like that anymore.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
Like with
2nd and 10.
The read option last year, the whole defense committed to whatever the option was. So there was a pull read, the whole defense committed to the dive.
This is White on the screen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's not like that.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball.
I would have looked of the field because he looked like he was open, but I think that was like a lineman or somebody there. I didn't really want to throw to him, but I threw to.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang
they
in there?
The reaching for the pylon back. Didn't do that. I'm not sure why. I felt like I didn't 21, even though it was originally in Madden 21, but it definitely didn't seem like man, that's my fault.
30, 10.
It definitely didn't seem like I saw it that much as I did, especially when the game first released. I saw it a lot then, but throughout the season I just saw it less and less.
Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Hopkins with the extra point.
See if we could do something with our first stop, with our first team offense in 46 seconds. Let's see.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out.
Yeah, that was not good.
Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way.
Can't
Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". That open man that time may end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 30 as they come up, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
I want to see how some of these other plays work. These I want to run this 56 trap. I just feel like it doesn't work that well, but we'll see. Not bad, not bad.
And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, first
see
It goes as a gain of 8
like
and moves the
that
chains.
3 wide receiver side. I
A lot
just
of
always
guys playing this
think,
game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for
I just
a
always
really
think
nice
it's gonna
pickup.
be
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go.
a pass play.
Tie ball game.
I just always think stick specifically. Okay, here we go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman.
This is
He'll
where
have a
the
look
game-
back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Here's what happened, my boy. That sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat now, run the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Throwing on second and long.
We'll give up underneath. That's fine.
This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the
All right.
45. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here's McKissick. And they'll
Pocket.
get this across midfield, but not nearly close
See
to
if
a
we can
first
make
down.
something
As it
happen
stopped at the
in 30
48.
seconds.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first
It's all going to be
half.
dependent on the first play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Now Jones. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
give me that.
No, they're going to say he's short-lined the game. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop it behind the line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims.
Not really, but.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run with McKissick. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's the game.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Sloppy game.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's it. Get up out of here.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points in the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did. And you're it's an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they plan to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Like, I threw it to, like,
From Foxborough,
the only player, like, I shouldn't have thrown it to. That's crazy. He's up wide open down here, too. Alright, y'all, thanks for checking it out. Checking out Madden 22, checking me out. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff. Thanks for listening, watching. KC Classic 7, signing out.